Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey, what's up? It's April here with the Phoenix Collective. How's it going, guys? We're just a group of like-minded individuals dedicated to the process and journey of self-ascension into our authentic nature. Okay, this is a sensitive journey. This is some real, for real shit, guys. Okay, and thank you for coming along with me for the ride. Okay, we are definitely a tribe of human beings holding up mirrors and standing up for what is right, but acting within our own integrity. So nothing that we're doing or saying is not anything that doesn't apply to us too, or something that we embody. Okay, and that's really important. All right, with that in mind, let's get into the cards and see what we got in the past position. All right, so we got two cards. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is that Virgo energy. So I could be talking to a Virgo, but mostly what I'm channeling and picking up on is that quality of going within to find the answers, okay? We don't need to seek answers outside of ourselves, right? We all want somebody to talk to, maybe to process, because as humans we're verbal animals, right? We're a species that uses communication to work through our own issues, right? But we don't necessarily need feedback from others, right? Because we kind of already know what we're going to do. We're just working that out in our heads, okay? But this card is telling us to go within and seek that clarity, okay? These two cards are the intersection of mental clarity and seeking answers within. Okay. Now, I firmly believe that everybody, all of us, have psychic abilities, intuition, right? And that the thoughts in our head are merely there. When I find myself drifting into the past, I immediately go, whoa, why am I thinking about that? Spirit, tell me, what is that? What was that lesson from my past? What is that telling me about my future right now? Why am I thinking about that? Because usually that's my subconscious working through something, right? And bringing it up into the light and having me relate to something else that's going on. It's a connection that I'm making, okay? So, because really, the ability to be mindful and meditation is nothing more than being present in the moment, right? Doesn't take all these fancy things. It doesn't like make you levitate. It's the ability to go within and think. And a lot of times our mental process is that, okay? But we have to be able to utilize those thoughts to work through something and bring it to the light, right? All right. So, now, also, we're not trying to control others' narratives. Okay, now this is really important, right? Or control your own narrative, really. It's all it is an acknowledgement of what is going on and what does that mean for me? And then you let it go, right? I always think of holding a balloon. Okay? It's giving me some clarity into my situation, making a connection and healing from that. But I'm not going to grapple onto that and try and use it as a way to voice a narrative about anybody else's situation or mine unless I'm using it to process and help somebody else. Not to destroy somebody, not to bring somebody down, not to make anybody lose their job, like lose their family, give up a best friend, go on a witch hunt, any of these negative things, okay? Now, because we're all suffering the human condition together. We're all trying to find a place to belong and be loved. So our thoughts shouldn't separate us from others. They should be used to bring us closer to one another, right? And understand. Okay? Okay? And mostly it's that understanding and arriving at self, an understanding of self, right? It's through our experiences that we may better connect and relate to others for what they're going through, not to separate us. And that's the real issue, okay? So this is something that we're learning, okay? And we're taking this from the past and we're bringing it into the future, collective, okay? So let's see what we got in the present time. What are the cards saying? All right, so in the current position, I've got the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So these two cards together are telling me that we've got some real power struggle issues going on. That somebody in a leadership role is abusing their power, okay? Or being deceitful, okay? Which really, okay, that intuition and foresight and clarity, I think what that's telling me is that you see that, okay, collective, that you're observing this happening around you. And it's a real, it's not sitting well. It's not sitting well in your stomach, and we're kind of grappling with how to utilize that information, okay? Now, it's really important that as we've talked a lot about this Plutonic energy, right? About things coming to the surface, right? And we've got 3 days left, guys. 3 days left of this Plutonic energy. So we're going to start seeing that pop up around us. All right? But I want to remind you that it's not our job to control the narratives of others. Okay? But we also don't want to be a flying monkey, right? That person that sits by idly, who sees something going on that's not right and doesn't say anything. Because you are no better than they are if you do that. And you are also, then you are contributing to the harm that's being done for that person and for them and yourself. That's gonna, because remember, if we are stifling the wrongdoings, then that is not helping the collective evolve, right? But it's not our job. We're not God. It's not our job to deliver karma. I always say, I am not here to determine to judge or determine punishment in this lifetime. That's not my job. I was not meant here. I was incarnated here to undergo the traumas and to make a lot of fucking mistakes, but to then self-ascend and be able to relate to others, okay? So I can now sit back in this situation and see both sides of it, because that World card, right? We start with as the Fool, but as we go through life, we get to the end of that cycle, and we've just exited the gateway, right? We've just completed a full cycle. And we have been on both ends of these situations now, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay, so that World card means now we have that ability to rise above and to look at situations and see the full picture. Okay, we see where everybody is coming from. So it is our job and our obligation to communicate what you see, but not be a tattletale. Because I can guarantee you, and this is my suggestion to you, is to go right to the source. If you see something that you don't like or that you know is wrong, bring it up to that person and have a real dialogue with them with love and concern. Okay? Because what I've been saying is, don't come at me. Don't you dare come at me complaining about anybody else or putting anybody else down, ever. Ever. Unless you're trying to help them. And that goes for all the people in your life, even if they're making mistakes. Because they are, like, you've been in their shoes, right? Yes, you have. You've been in their shoes. and you can see that they might need some help. Okay? And so you offer that love, that compassion, that understanding, because you've been there. And I can guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you that that'll stop the problem without you having to control a narrative. And you keep that with you and that person, because that's nobody else's business. Okay? All right? But I can guarantee you, just somebody showing them love, light, and understanding will make them reconsider what the effects, because we are all connected, right? We are all connected. And our job as light workers is to gonna bless that crown, spread the love around, right? Gonna bless that crown is to wake them up. Okay? We're all a little bit sleepy and we don't realize that our actions affect other people. But if you can wake them up, okay, touch that third eye, enlighten the crown, and give them that ability to ascend outside and see that they're not alone, that other people are there to help them, that they will resolve that karma themselves and make changes. And you don't have to do anything more than that. Okay? Now, like I said, we're not God. Okay? So if they don't take that as an opportunity to grow and evolve as a human, then God will deliver that karma, and you will probably see a tower. Okay? But that tower, you know, because I tell you all the time, you can resolve your own karma, right? That we are always given, like, there are no ordinary moments. Everybody on this planet is here to help one another and help each other. We're trying to lift the consciousness to a higher vibration, and we can do that with love and light and full awareness, no ignorance, right? Combating that with kindness. Okay, we don't have to, oh, I'm gonna go get them because that's not right, and and that makes me better, right? No, we're all suffering together. All right, spread that come from a real heart space with it, right? Let's be sensitive. We're all humans. Nobody needs to, it's not going to do them any good to push them into a corner and make them feel alone. If they don't make the changes, then the divine energy will give them that tower. You don't have to do anything. Okay? God does that, not you and me. All right? All right. And when they do suffer that karma, you got to let them suffer that karma. Does that make sense? Because by rescuing them from that and giving them a hall pass, then you're going to suffer that karma for them, right? Because they'll continue to keep doing that. And if that affects you negatively, then you're going to get it again and again and again, right? We don't need to be resolving the karma for other people. That's theirs. And we suffer ours. So sometimes we gotta, if the divine intervention is necessary and we see a tower, and then, well, that's divine intervention. They've got to learn, right? Because that's offering them that blank slate to learn and grow from, okay? And that's their karma. So yeah, I mean, it's real touchy, but but just remember that we need to let the divine energy come through us. And everything that's channeled into our head and our thoughts are there to either connect to others or for us to resolve on our own karma, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on in the future. All right, so we've got the Page of Wands and the King of Swords. Now, I think I just touched on this, okay? We just got done communicating this, okay? Because the Page of Wands energy can complement the King of Wands so the energy and the passion and drive of the page and the Wands energy complements that sword energy, which is all mental clarity, right? With the mental clarity and rationality, right? That's what the king embodies. But when those two come together, it's a real balanced approach of tackling a situation. And we just discussed that, okay? And that's what it's calling on us to do today, right? Is to step back and know how to approach situations in a fair and balanced way without becoming God, without trying to hurt others, and tackling life through the heart space, not through a place of trying to be better than others, because we're not. We're all the same fucking person, right? So So anyway, with love and light, y'all, like, let's help lift the consciousness to a higher vibration, okay? Let's get out of this density that we're stuck in and elevate to the 4D, to the 5D, and on and on and on. I'm so glad you're on this journey with me. Mwah. Remember, we're all connected. So be kind to yourself, but be kinder to your brothers and sisters. We're all suffering the human condition together. Mwah. Love and light. Namaste.